let's shift gears. Talk
Mm-hmm.
about a game that we all thought maybe been canceled because we haven't heard about it since
Right.
2018. But not only did we hear about it, we got a release date, and that is Skull and Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Ubisoft's sort of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, spin-off that was all about boat warfare.
That is, I'm glad you mentioned Assassin's Creed Black Flag because I kept thinking about that every time.
It's coming out the day before God of War, November 8th. And I got to be honest, they've reworked if you look at the original sort of launch trailer, for the game back in 2018 compared to what it is now, is night and day.
Sure.
It's totally different. It went from being like a third person, Assassin's Creed looking game to a first person Far Cry boat simulator. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like a Far Cry game right now.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Right?
It kind of does. Set in the, I don't know, 18th century or whatever it is.
Yeah. So you have no story. There's no there's no story. So already I'm tapping out. There's no story to the game.
Yeah.
It is a full multiplayer, sort of pirate game.
Yep.
It's more of like Sea of Thieves, realistic Sea of Thieves. Because
it's their games as a service. Yeah. This is it.
Yeah.
This is their new division. Right.
So I kind of like the fact I kind of like the way it starts off though. Right. Like the player, you sort of shipwreck survivor and you build your own, you have to build your own boat and build your crew, and you have to keep your crew happy, like you would if you were a real pirate, right? You got to go hunting and hunt sharks, whales, or fish, or squid, or whatever, so they can eat. Because if they don't eat, people get grumpy. And then you have to go and you gotta go and pillage and get gold, and so you can pay the crew.
Yeah.
They do have a hub world where you go to, and you go and you can get missions and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have little like towns or whatever that are safe zones.
Yeah.
Right? You can buy equipment and take on new missions and all that.
It's Destiny on a ship.
Yeah, I mean the way their like setup is going, and I think the equipment is going to follow suit, right? Because they definitely want you to spend more money. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of, we didn't really hear about the monetary system, the economy and the whatnot. I'm sure there's going to be ways to kind of like fast track your character up the chain, right? It's going to be a numbers game at the end of the day. You're going to want to have this gun, which is slightly better than this gun. That's a lot of the stuff I really wanted to hear about, like how the mechanics work. They talked about some of the systems.
You got to upgrade your ship. I mean, that's the most important thing. And I'm talking about your boat, not your spaceship, like you will in Starfield.
Yeah. And that was like kind of cool. There's different classes of ships. There's navigation ships, there's transport ships, and combat ships. Those are like the three main types. And then you can kind of outfit them with different colors and cosmetics, cannons and weapons, and like they were mentioning Greek fire a lot. So there's some customization there, which looks super cool. Like I'm definitely about that.
So what do you like? I'm not going to buy this game. It looked cool. Okay, don't get me wrong. This is a Game Pass. Like I don't know. It's probably not coming to Game Pass, but it should if they want a big player count. But I'm not going to spend $60, $70. Ubisoft, I think, has adopted $70 model, like PlayStation.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pay $70 for a game that has no story, and it's coming out the day before God of War, right?
It depends on how the economy is for me, right? If it's a game that's more like Diablo Immortal, and kind of less like I can't think of a better example, but less like something else that's kind of always online that you can just kind of play and have a good time with. They keep updating content, that's really where it is for me. It looks cool, but I want to see what all the systems are, because at the end of the day, it looked like everything that Assassin's Creed 4 had just turned to 11, right? You could upgrade the ship. They give you some more options for that, but I want to see how the systems all kind of work together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm kind of interested, but then I'm not gonna, because no story. I mean, they flat out said no story. So
right.
As soon as they did that, I tapped out.
The story would be in the missions, and the missions are going to be, hey, somebody stole my loot. Can you go here and kill these pirates or whatever, these bandits? That'll be what the story is.
it's all about every day you go in and your crew is upset because they're hungry and you gotta go fishing. You gotta go fishing. You gotta
Exactly.
go hunting. Your crew
Exactly.
is upset because they don't have any money and you gotta go pillaging,
Yep.
destroy a boat.
Yep.
And then you have another boat that has an upset crew and they're trying to pillage you and destroy you and get
Right.
your loot. That's
You
what the
kind of
game
got to make
is.
your own stories. Yeah, you got to make your own
Yeah,
stories.
and
You
that's
gotta fill in the
not
gaps.
something that I care about.
Mhm.
So